Welcome back, guys. So in the last episode we showed you the unboxing of the giant Varis kit. We've got the car now up on jack stands ready to get cut, and we kind of laid out the pieces. We unwrapped a little bit more from what you saw last time, now that we're actually getting ready to really put, get to that point of no return, cutting the car up. So Cody's here to talk about how he's going to go about that process with all these parts. Like over, how many are there?
Say at least 40 pieces on this, if
40
not more.
pieces.
Got a lot of tiny pieces, a lot of carbon pieces. Overall.
You've never done a wide body on a Supra yet, right?
I have not. This is actually going to be my first time working on a Supra. First time cutting into a Supra. First time cutting a car in general. It's going to be a good time.
For real, if you guys have seen the white one we did with the Street Hunter wide body kit, that was all Cody. But that kit was what, less than 25 pieces. Yeah. So we've got a lot in store. Yeah, Cody, take it away.
Okay, so first off, we're actually going to be installing the hood. This is one of the major bases of the actual wide body kit. Obviously, we're not going to be cutting the factory hood. We have this nice Varis hood. This is actually one of the centerpieces of the actual kit. We're going to go ahead straight to cutting this after we install it. We won't be cutting the factory hood, instead the Varis hood. This pretty much aligns the entire front end of the car as far as installing the fender pieces, hood pieces, and the front bumper, front lip. Instructions, always a game changer when you're installing a wide body kit. I believe this is actually just to install the hood. Oh, this is actually telling you how to look for defects.
Right now, we've got the hood bolted up. Obviously, it's such a big piece on the MK5 Supras. Varis did a great job because it's such a good, big, giant piece of the car with so many different curves and lines that you have to match up. But we're doing our best to split the differences. Obviously, it's not a 100% perfect match, but compared to other products that we've seen and tried to install, it's lining up a lot better than most. Right now, we're trying to find the middle area where everything's going to line up as equally as possible. Yeah, so right now, as you can see, this is normally covered up all the way, but hopefully they accounted for that with the kit, with the wide body parts that are going to go on here. But we want to see over here, this is going to be visible. Then obviously when you look at the front of the car, these kind of lines, these are what really, stand out if they're off. The sides we can kind of play with since the flares are going to go over that anyway. So more of the front fascia and then the side profile stuff.
Yes, please.
See that gap right here? I mean, I guess it's just how they wanted it, but I'm not a huge fan of that. Like, I wish this piece would have gone all the way back to it. But I mean,
so nothing is gonna go right here?
Nope.
Wow.
See, questionable. Not talking shit on Varis, I promise. It's just.
Hey, you're just giving your opinion, It's all good.
2 bolts right here. So just put a washer there and a washer there, and it should make it fit pretty much.
Alright guys, so we've made some progress installing the Varis kit on this MK5 Supra. We started from the front, right Dale? So that way you know every piece will flow as it's supposed to be, starting from the front lip, all the way to this add-on piece, to the hood, to all the little detail pieces. There's so many lines on this kit, and obviously those lines have to meet up to the pieces of the kit and also to the lines of the car. So that's where Cody's strength is really being detailed about getting everything to fit and massaging it how it needs to be to line up and also be secure and strong. Yeah, he did some cutting.
I did actually. Car's not fully cut yet, but in order to actually make this side skirt, we did have to cut the actual fender right down here. And the great thing about this kit is a majority of the pieces actually bolt together. So this front piece is actually bolted to the lip. So once you mount the lip, you know this is super easy to install the lip. But when it comes to the wide body pieces, once that's mated there, you know a rough idea of where it's gonna go. Then we can go to the actual hood piece. This piece we waited a little while because we actually had to mount the side skirt onto the body before we mount this piece due to this piece here. So what we did is we actually went to the back rear quarter panel. And again, a lot of these pieces are mounted together. So this is bolted to this. This piece is bolted to this.
Is this piece bolted to this?
No, it is not.
Okay,
obviously
good.
you can't.
Because if you did
that would be sick, and you would be able to open the door. Yeah. So again,
I didn't even. Okay, good, nice, sweet. That works.
And then the awesome part about this is they wanted to go pretty freaking wide on this car. So you can't actually use the factory gas door on this flare itself, just how aggressive it is. They actually provide a aftermarket gas door.
It was that piece I showed you guys in the unboxing video. Go check it
Correct.
out.
And it has its own little hinge. And you just use it as the regular gas door. Another awesome piece to this kit is this little tiny carbon bracket. This actually holds these two together along with a bolt in the front. But this is actually, with Varis, they have very nice touches to their wide body kits. There's a couple more pieces that need to go on along with the diffuser. And the diffuser actually mates up to the flare, which is awesome. It has a carbon piece. So again, you can see everything bolts in place, and it helps with the fitment of the actual car itself, or the wide body kit itself. So when we're done here, this is gonna be mated right here.
So wide.
Yeah. And it's just another piece to the diffuser. But I mean, again, all the little accents and being able to have great fitment because of how they actually make everything bolt together is awesome. Also, they're pre-nut certed, which is pretty cool. They actually nut cert it and make sure all the holes are where they should be.
Oh, they have the nut certs in it?
Yeah.
Wow. Cool, so we're gonna keep showing you guys more progress. We'll do a lot on the back as well. There's a lot of details on the back. I'm waiting to see what the wheels are gonna look like, because right now you can see how much wider it is. We also gotta talk about tire setup. Make sure it's got a nice meaty look to it. We don't want any rubber banding. So yeah, stay tuned guys.